Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for the 5 days Emerging Semiconductor Technologies and IoT Thinking and AI Applications organized by the Electrical and Communication Engineering, SJC Institutions of Technology, Karnataka, in collaboration with benefits. It's immense pleasure to introduce our today's speaker. Dr. Vinod Manoharan sir is a designated academic and research affiliated with the Department of Electrical and Communication Engineering at Ramakrishna College of Engineering at NMS Tiruchi. With the welfare of extension in the field of electrical communication, Dr. Vinod sir has been contributed significant to the academic and industries through his innovation research and commitment to the excellence in teachings. Known to his ability to specialize and complex concepts, has earned the reputation to mentor with the instance of students in excellence academic and professionals. As a speaker, Manohar sir has been a unique blend to the theoretical knowledge and practical insight, making his section engaged and impactful. So he has delivered the insight sections and shows his deep understanding to the subject matters and offer the participants to the valuable prescriptions. His association with our teaching Tiruchi prime institutions further highlights is dedicated to the advanced educations and research in the field of electrical and communication engineering. Welcome you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Vinod sir, it is audible, sir?
Yeah, is it inaudible? Can you hear my voice now?
Yes, it is clear, sir.
Okay, shall I start now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, very good afternoon to one and all presents here. This is Dr. Vinod Manoharan. Currently, I'm working as a professor from Reputed Institute of Tamil Nadu, one of the Reputed Institute of Tamil Nadu, as well as I'm having a previous experience for the industries in that research and development cells. So based on that, my experience, I could deliver with some interesting factors connected with the real-time manner. So that is the today's session. Today is not like fully for that means theoretical basics and at all. It is for real-time application development based how it's influenced with real-time industry. So related to this one only we can discuss today. Before starting that, once again, I'll share my best wishes to one and all presents here. So today title is IoT influences with semiconductors. I think before starting this title, I want to explain about what is meant by semiconductor and how it's work, and these things are we can discuss in start before that starting. So this is the overview of today. What is the increasing, how the demand will increase? And second one is what are the market opportunities available in that semiconductor field integrated with IoT process? And what are the technological advancements is available? And what are the challenges we need to face for design or development or etc. things is? And the final one is what are the technological advancement technologicals influence with relevant with the application manner. So that the things is only we are discussing today. The first thing is my question is IoT is related to the semiconductor industry? Because you know that IoT is the completely for Internet of Things, but semiconductor is the hardware material progressing things. How it's related? That is the first question for me. We'll go for an interaction manner. If it's anyone can willing, please kindly answer that question. Anyone? Okay, let's we go for it. So the first thing is Internet of Things. It's completely for the application emerging area. So if you want to develop on applications means we need a solid as well as a predictable hardware. Without that hardware, we can't implement anything. For example, you can take the home. If you want to make some doorbell, for the digitalized manner or security purpose. For deep security purpose means we can fix one camera in outside of the door, and we can elevate that camera into 360 degree and focused into the progressive lines means. So once anyone can knock the door or click the calling bells means, we can visualize that person, which person is there and what is the purpose they are coming. Everything we have to collect the information from the inside of the data. After that only we can go for it. So that kind of security purpose only, it's integrated with some components. That means hardware components. That type of hardware components we have to develop in the part of a semiconducting material. That means it's a circuit on part of the circuit classification alone. But the circuit classification means we need to make a compact one as well as a low power device. That is the ultimate change. So the main and the ultimate change of the semiconductor devices, the first one is matching conditions, and second one is a low power consumption. That is a major impact for the semiconductors, as well as it is easy to adapt with all other applications also, but we need to provide some high security and application based things. That is the progress. So that's why semiconductor industry is abruptly related to the IoT process. So that's why we can discuss today. And the thing is, next one is how big the IoT market, that means IoT and the semiconductor market, is available from the world as per the target of 2023. So the last year, that means the last year of progress, that chip market only, that IoT chip market only has a value of $537.36 billion USD. So that much of progress is there. So because it is a huge industry, as well as every industry comes under into the automation process. So for example, if you want to make a one car means, previously or on 5 years before or 7 years before, we need to make a one car means we have around 50 to 60 people we want. So that kind of strength is there means, then only we can produce one car. It is take around 1.5 days of time. But at present, we are utilizing the automatic robotic process. So from that robotic process, with the help of that robotic process, within an hour, we can produce 2 cars. So that much of work will increase, as well as the demand also is increased one. And the targeted one for 2032. So they are planning as a targeted person. It's a 1,662.58 billion USD market. So this is a drastical changes. It's entirely is a different changes. This changes comes under into 13.5% of duration profit with each and every years. So that much of market will available for IoT and the semiconductor one. So that is a very huge market also. I think this is the one of the potential growth for this USD. That means the 2023 USD $1 billion is the one of the part of agricultural. That means agriculture progress of the entire world is comes under into this kind of budget only. So that much of budget value will provide the existing marketing values. So that is the most important thing. And the next one is a potential of IoT. So the potential of IoT means it is also comes under into the progress. That means it's a linear progress curve, because it is not like a straightforward. It is in a linearly progressed one, because before starting that, everything comes under into the digitalized process. After the digitalized process only, we are ensured that accommodated with the hardware into the software, and after completing that, both things are merged and make some existing method, and after that we have to compact everyone, and we comes under into the low profile devices. So this kind of things are the linear growth of the process. So everything is comes under into based on internet process. So based on that internet, we are included all the technologies comes under into the single banner means, that is called like a IoT. So it's not only for the particularly for software industry. It comes under into every industries, like automobiles, logistics, home appliances, and public and health relevance, and transportation departments, and retail shops also comes under in the terms. So each and every application manner is comes under into the IoT process. For example, in before that, we are taking, so if you went to one supermarket, we can purchase something else, means we can use the baskets, like a movable trolley, so trolleys. In before that, they are counting the materials alone, but at present everything is made, that means bill also made up of the trolley itself. So we can make the card payment for the end of the counter, and pack with that packed material and remove the counter. So this is the only will happen. So that much of advancement is comes under in the IoT. So that is the most important thing, this one. And that the next year, as per the planning of the next year, the IoT industries, that means one of the huge, one of the most important company of the world as a Google. I think you all know about that Google. Google is invested more than 1.85 trillion amount for this IoT development process, for the rural development IoT process. They are making a large of softwares as well as the integrated hardwares with the public relevant process and public transportation process and the health monitoring section. So everything they are invested like most growthable income. And also they are providing at present in Indian government, just take as an Indian government, they are providing a lot of schemes to develop a semiconductor manufacturing related startups and IoT development with the integrated of semiconducting process startup. So they are also encouraging a lot of startup process also. There are a lot of terms and conditions is available, but they are providing a more than of 5 crore to 10 crore amount for the startup funding for this relevant of semiconducting manufacturing process also. So that is the thing inside. And the second one is as a B2B customers. That means a budget to budget or a package to package or a buyer to buyer or buyer to seller or buyer to customer. Everything, every kind of related to every kind of processes comes under into IoT. Means that first thing is a time relevance, and second one is in an efficient manner, and third one is a fast communication, and fourth one is easy, reliable for transition. So everything is comes under this point, this kind of point. So based on these things, we can reduce a 70% of manpower. First of all, that is a 70% of manpower as well as 70% of potential efficient transmission for easy, reliable communication process. So that is also comes under into IoT term. And the second one is if you want to make one IoT related application. So IoT is not like a single device or single application. Multiple sensors are integrated and get the values and process the value and store the value into Google Cloud. Store the value into cloud and retrieve the values whenever we want. So this kind of process is combinationally is called like a IoT technology. So the heart of the IoT is called like a sensors. So without sensors or without progressive MEMS switches, we can't make any value, any sensible values. Like in before that, we are telling like trolleys, right? So if you go for at present in DMart, evaluate one digitalized trolley. So if the trolley is make a counting as well as cash collecting, everything is done with the trolley itself. If you want to make some products, means for like if you take some goods of vegetable goods or something else, you can put into the trolley. Means they itself calculate the weight and they itself calculate the rate of the value. And once that that purchase is completed, you can provide the stop button of the trolley counter. Means automatically the bill will generate from the trolley itself, and we can pay the amount via card or some whatever it's. We can use the trolley itself. So once the purchase is completed, you can remove the item into the trolley, then you can leave the shop. So no counters, no separate counters for billing, or no separate persons to collect the money or something else. Everything is this kind of things is avoided. So the first thing is time is precision. Time is saved here, as well as speed and efficiency manner will occur. So that is the main motto of the IoT. Is the IoT is present industry based things. So this is one. So the sensor and the MEMS switches are most important one. And if you want to explain about IoT and the semiconductor process, means first we need to know about MEMS. So MEMS is the most important technology. So multiple integrated switches, both the mechanical manner as well as auto pushing methods. So In my experience, I can realize the two things. The first one is if I'm select on autonomous car, I think at present in India we are having only for autopilot system unload. Some premium cars only having the autonomous vehicles. So if I'm select on an autopilot system means the first thing is that system will analyze for whether the conditioning of the road safety. That means a road level. If you once you can enter the car, the first thing is you can fix the location of that particular designation means they track the route and they analyze the route value and as well as short range path and long range path, everything it shows. You can select the short range path or long range path. That is for ultimately for user interfaces. So you can select anyone means the first thing is the LiDAR will analyze the surrounding of the car. That means the surrounding of 2 meters away from the car itself. So each and everything is comes under into the LiDAR process. So LiDAR here is act like a radar. So the radar is directly connected with the part of the progressive MEMS switch. That MEMS switch is controlled with engine as well as vehicle movements and steering wheel capability and fuel tank consumptions, as well as the connectivity of the intercar to intercar communication and intercar to user communication. Everything is comes under into the single term. This is called like a control panel switching method. So this control panel switching method is placed in that autopiloting system nearby itself. The cost of the system also is comes under into nearly 2 lakhs something. I think 2 lakhs or something, that much of rate only. But that entire car will capable the entire car will manage with that manage the entire process and also for this MEMS switch only. So that much of important is comes under into the MEMS. So that is the most important thing. So that MEMS is also is mainly used for IoT application point of view. So here the thing is if you want to choose one IoT means, so IoT, semiconductor, etc. What is the IoT and what is the semiconductor means? So control one chip, that means one IC. So one IC control with the entire process means that that IC is manufactured with the help of a semiconducting process. That IC is work with the process of internet. So both work together means that entire process is comes under into IoT with semiconducting progress. So that is the major component of this one. And before that, before the IC progress, we are utilizing the analog analog chipping methods like screw-wheel chips and extrusive chips. And recently we are utilizing microprocessors and microcontrollers and advanced I processor, intelligent processors, intelligent series processor. We are utilizing etc. a lot of processors, but each and every processor having different values and different efficiency factor. But the power is ultimately as a different for each and every one. So the power capacity of the IC is the most important thing as well, because without the power it is not working. That is the first thing. The second one is the power will reduce. The power means we can make some crucial architect value, architect of the process. So if you want to reduce the complexity of the architect means we need to modify the structure. So we can use stacked layer PCB design or stacked layer progressive switching design means it is an easy to identify one, and at the same time each layer having a equal power distribution also, so the less power is enough to work with that one. For example, if I'm using on 2 amps switches, so 2 amps switches means we require the 2 amps of power, then only it is work, or otherwise it is not work. But the 2 amps is capability to handle with one device means that is ultimately it's a what is it? It's a waste of time, at the same time waste of so that means the length of the power distribution circuit also is we need to large number of units, because multiple unit we are utilizing means we need to large number of units. But here that we can utilize we can utilize the power dividers, couplers, isolators in that progress of the series switches means we can utilize a single 2 amps into the multiple process. That means mux processor. We are utilizing the multiple access process with the help of MEMS switches. So the low power is enough to work with all the things. So this kind of things are considered for mainly focused with semiconducting process, because IoT for home based, you can take the home based IoT. For so home based, first one is a security, second one is a gaseous sensor process analysis, then moisture analysis, then air purifier, that means air quality analysis, and third one is intelligent electrical system analysis, and fourth one internet analysis, and fifth one we can use some external activities, means we can utilizing different kind of process. So each and everything is comes under into different kind of sensors. So all the sensors are integrated with single point, and that point will produce a low power. That points will work with the low power with the help of internet progress, means that kind of device is called like a ultimately efficient device. So for the example of this one of this example of this one is called like a small cell application. So I think you all know about the small cells. At present is a very growing, very fast growing industry for development of semiconductor based semiconducting small cells. So small cell is nothing but it's in a portable device. The device is the size of the device is comes under into 1 feet to 1 feet. That is the size of the device. So if you integrated the devices into your home, means we can connect all the lines through that device, means it is entirely handled with the single purpose. At the same time, the device power capability is only for 12 volt alone. So with a very less input power, but work with the efficient manner. So that much of efficient work will comes under into the small cell. That is the most important one. I think at present in Mumbai and Bangalore, some of regional cities are comes under into the testing purpose of the small cells. So it has also worked with that. And mostly the smart cities, all the smart cities is comes under into small cell process only. So that is the most important one. At the same time, the trusted platform, it is one of the most trusted platform also, because each and every one, if you want to make one security system for your home itself, home means we can make some separate cloud, and you can they provide like a cloud ID and a cloud transmission data transmission ID, everything they will provide. So without that data, no one can access with that. So that is also so that's why it is one of the most trustable platform also. So that is the thing here itself. So this is the most important one. Comparatively, because this evaluation starts from 2019 onwards only. So the 2019 it is take 18% of market value, but at present it comes under into the 29% of market value just for 6 years of process only. That means just a few years, the market value also is increased more than of 9%, something 11% something. So that's why it's a huge marketing value also. And the next thing is the most important one for communication purpose. That is the ultimate aim of that communication purpose. In before that, we are utilizing 2G, 3G. At present, we are utilizing 4G, and most of places we are utilizing 5G, but not like a full 5G. At present, we are utilizing only for trial 5G or not. So that everything is comes under into the different frequency. So we can correlate the all frequency into the single device and work together, and without any lag, means we can make some adaptive structure. So that kind of adaptive structure also is comes under into the small cell process. So instead of mobile phone towers, we can utilize the small cell, means that is provide a high efficiency, and also it's a highly securable transmission one, because that mobile phone towers also can provide sometimes it's provide like a cross call or cross interconnects. Everything is possible, but that small cell means it's completely as a different pattern. So the each and every each and every signal will transmitted in the form of different kind of pictorial path, because each wavelength, each signal provides a independent wavelength. So it is communicated with the independent wavelength progress. So it is also provide like a different communication. So all kind of frequency structure is comes under into the single application with the single processing unit comes under the single processing unit with the help of other technologies. That means opticalized technologies means that is called like a IoT. So that is also the most important one. And this kind of technology, advancement of this kind of technologies means the first one is a wearable devices. That is the most important one. And the second one is, I think before itself I told, smart home appliances. And the third one is a medical electronics. That is also one of the huge industry. Huge industry is comes under into IoT at platform at present. And the second, the fourth one is self-driving cars. And fifth one is industrial automation and smart cities and security and privacy. And first thing, wearable devices. So wearable devices at present, most of people utilizing smart watches. I think we are all utilizing the smart watches. The backside of the smartwatch, they are providing only 2 dots or 4 dots itself. The dots is as a sensors. So that sensor sensing the values with the help of your blood flow. So your blood flow itself, they are sensing the value of your blood heat, blood flow rate, and blood flow transmission path, and blood flow density. So these 4 things only they sense. Based on that 4 itself, they provide pressure, BPs, BP monitoring, and oxygen level monitoring, heartbeat rate monitoring, and some at present it's personalized work with higher shooting values and lower shooting values. Everything will comes provide for the smartwatches, right? And also if you walk the means, if you make some walk means how much of steps you are done at the particular time, and how the energy will burned with the how much of calories will burn for the particular time. So everything we need to calculate with the help of smartwatch. So wearable is the one of the major progressive device for IoT and semiconducting process, because the entire device is comes under into that hardware comes under into the semiconductor, because they are utilizing a small processor. That means the Tizen processor itself they are utilizing Tizen 176 series. I think I'm not sure about that series. So that the Tizen processor is integrated with 4 different kind of sensors: accelerator sensor, and blood flow, heat temperature sensor, and flow rate sensor, and density sensors. All the 4 sensors are integrated with the Tizen processor. Based on the processing value, they are accessing with predefined value of the cloud and analyze the cloud value, and the present value will show it is in a safe zone or danger zone. Everything is displayed with the smartwatch itself. So that kind of things is also is processed. So the main thing of this kind of structured design is called like a SoC, system on chip process. So system on chip process means the power value also is a reducible one, because this is directly connected with lithium power batteries, and also it is in a low level battery itself. Take any kind of smartwatches, it is provide like a 289 milliamps battery itself. But the 289 milliamps battery is provide like more than 4 days or 5 days itself of battery backup. But each and every sensor having minimum of 24 volt or 12 volt minimum power value. So each and every time it sends and provide the data. So the battery also, based on that calculation, the battery easily drained with not a single day itself. But if you want to make a long life means, we can divide the power, and we can divide the power with the help of power divider method. And based on that power divider, equal power will distribute it with each and every sensors, and the sensor will take a minimal input power but provide maximum efficiency distribution. That is the major advantage of here itself. And the second one is smart home systems. So entire thing, CCTV cameras, security key protections, and electronics gadgets for safety safeguards. Then your personalized equipment safeguards. Everything is comes under into the smart home process. So if you take only one internet connection and one small cell we are integrated with your home itself means that's enough. So that the small cell is directly integrated with your mobile phone. So based on that mobile phone itself, you can control entire your home. Also the main door also you can provide like a key. Additionally, we can provide like security authentication of digitalized value. So based on the digitalized passcode itself, they provide like a inside. So that password is not like a constant password. Each and every time the password will rotational shifted. So the owner itself, that means the ID, IP ID owner itself can understand the password. So this kind of safety measurements also is available. And before that, the CCTV camera is not only based on that angle based fictionized method. So at present, from our mobile itself, we can rotate the CCTV camera and focus with ultra 4K zooming method, and make video capturing for a wireless process. So anywhere, if you want, if you in anywhere, you can make some all the things. So that kind of things is also is comes under into the safety banner. So that is a smart home method. um and the thing is medical, that is a huge and most important one. We can discuss a lot of things related to this one only today, because at present it is very needed one. I think in before that, if you want to take a sugar test, so we can go for one laboratory and take the blood sample, and they are analyzing and they provide the report, will take some minimalized time interval itself. But at present, we are utilizing the kit. That means BP sugar level kit we are having. So we are utilizing the strip with the drop of blood itself. They provide like what is a PBBS or FPBS, whatever it's, that means past foods for sugar, and after food taken sugar. So everything will shows in that strip itself. So that is one kind of advancement, right? So at present, that is also is concerned with the more advancements now. Your watch itself, I can provide like sugar reports also, because they are injecting some progressive needle for that smartwatch itself. I think at present, the recent Apple smartwatch also having the sugar. So they are, if you wearing the value, and if you want to make a sugar test means, we can give a command itself. They provide, they inject some bit of needle into human body. So based on that needle itself, that blood sample will taken and provide the value. So that much of progress advancement is comes under this one. And the second one is a stethoscope. And before that, doctors utilizing normal, that means a dual tone steth, but at present they are utilizing smart steth. So smart steth is comes under into octoforce sounding method. So they are making one small microchip antenna in that steth. So based on that antenna, it is provide some EM waves. So based on that EM waves, the reflected count will the reflected wave count is analyzed. Based on that reflected wave count, they hear the tone for clear manner, like how much of time taken from that means on beat and off, lap and up. We are having two different pattern is available. So and that much of things is will analyzed here. So that is also the most important one. And the third important one is medical goods handling. So that is the most important one. And before that, that expiry date, we are printing the expiry date. The from date is there and to date is there. So anything else. But at present, that is also is comes under into the neutralization process. So once the drug is manufactured, the drug will analyzed with the form of the effectiveness, the effective of the transmission. How much of effective will occur, that how much of days will work with the effective manner. So everything is calculated in the digitalized form, and based on the digitalized itself, they provide the value. So once, if you want to make some injection means, you can read the drug mean, the drug itself provide the value, whether the drug is valid drug or not. So if you valid drug means we can inject it, or if you make injected means what are the drawbacks or what are the side effects will possible, and what are the condition is that which person they want to take this one. So everything is displayed in that manner. And then the old people, if you want to take a tablet in the particular time means, The tablet alarm system is also available. So we can load the tablet into the timing. That means a time-based manner means that based on the time itself, the tablet automatically comes out with a beep alarm to the old people. So we hear the beep alarm means they can take a tablet and put the tablet. So this kind of easy method is available. And the patient care. So patient care, in before that we are utilizing self care. That means some external person care, but at present they are providing a self care method, so that bed hospital bed itself having the entire transmission facilities, whether the body will transmit will will focus in that straight manner or not, and what are the biological level of the particular bone, or what is the hyper level value, and what are the things is occur, everything is reading with the bed itself. And at present one trial case is also is going on, that bed that on smart bed transmission trial is going on, the bed itself having the scanning method also. So if you want to make one patient into that bed means the entire self care from 0 to 100 entire care is comes under into the single bed itself. So if emergency means automatically the bed transmit the emergency alarm into the particular handling doctors. So this kind of facilities also is at present a test trial method. So that much of evaluation is comes under into the medical industry. And the second one is a microsurgeon pattern. So microsurgeon pattern, that is a most important one. And before that, we are utilizing a humanized operational pattern itself. But at present, we are utilizing robotical operating patterns. So if that robotical operating pattern means very short duration and also very short range itself, we can easily operate it with the help of robotic arms with the external support of the doctor. So that kind of advancements also is comes under into this one. So these are the things are for externally we can support it. For this next level of that particular IoT progress for medical industry is two different types: expandable wearable devices and implantable wearable devices. So expandable wearable devices means already we are seeing like smartwatch also is comes under into these terms. And if emergency care patient means they provide some symbol distribution pattern. So based on that symbol distribution pattern itself, that means a barcode or QR code, any kind of things you can take, any kind of things, or hydrosponic center or astrometric sensors. So anything if you want to place in that human body from outside of the human body means based on that that sensor itself, we can make all the values and verify the human body level and everything, every kind of levels will analyze based on that sensor itself. But this is we are implantable devices means inside of the heart we can place. Like one of the recent years, I think you're all heard about one of the major surgery for heart heart stimulated unit, right? So one sticker based semiconducting, that means a semiconductor lines we are placed in the inside of the heart, so that the semiconductor lines will act like a pacemaker with the help of the pacemaker. Based on the what pacemaker will exactly did, so the same process will do the that stickering based antenna process. So that is the one part of wearable devices. Then brain readers, brainwave analysis, and sharp brainwave analysis, memory chip, brain memory collection, then abdomen memory, so shouldering method, or abdomen's holding methods, or abdomen transmission unit indication method, and then bone analyzer, stem bone analyzer, stem cell analyzer. So every kind of process also comes under into the implantable device. So that much of things we have placed on bit of size, like 1 cross 1 centimeter or 0.5 cross 0.5 centimeter. That much of very low level sensor will place inside of the human body. That is also, it's not suffer from the entire human body, because that they are making the design with the help of low SAR alone. So based on that, they are providing, they are making some device. So inside of the device itself, they are making some patient cares. One of the major patient care means it's a pregnant lady patient care. That is the most important one. So the once the pregnancy is confirmed, after the third month means they are placing some internal chip for the human body. That means a hand or a rest of the thigh. They are placing some chip inside chip. So based on the chip itself, they are monitoring each and every month of baby analysis and mother care analysis. Everything is analyzed with the help of the chip itself. And before starting, before the patient, that means before the baby born, they are indicating before 1 hour before itself, they will provide some indication based on the blood pressure level itself. They're providing indication, so we can go to the hospital or nearby health center. We can make some safe baby born. So this kind of things is also advancement one. At present, the trial case is completed. I think 1 or 2 years is comes under into the regularized product for baby care unit process. So that is also is comes under into the different part of implantable process. So these are the things are majorly utilized for IoT process, and also it is integrated with semiconductor method. That means in here we are utilizing only for wireless distribution, transmission distribution unit. So the size of the wireless transmission distribution unit is very small, based on the very small and low power. The blood flow will provide some spark value. Based on that spark value, we can generate some power. So that power itself and that power enough for working with the device. So this much of very low level transmission also is available here. And the next one is automobile industries. Automobile, it is one of the most and leading industry of each and every countries, because automobile sector is a very huge sector. Comparatively, as a medical sector, automobile sector is a equal strength and equal value of the equal value to every country. So that much of industry supportness will provide from this one. So connected with these things, this means before that, you can take one car, again one car or two-wheeler. Now you can take a two-wheelers. So that presently we are having a smart two-wheelers also is available. Smart two-wheelers is comes for example, you can take a Ola scooters. So Ola scooters is take a, for example, they are having a very slim structure. The battery bank unit is inside that structure, and the battery bank unit is connected with a terminal technology method. So the terminal technology will provide like a ladder unit. So based on that ladder unit itself, how much of tire pressure is available, the based on the road, based on the road condition, we can provide like a sprinkle spans, and also we can provide adjustment of the seat based on the road level capacity. So everything is comes under into auto distribution method. So that kind of design also they are utilizing a Tizen process unit for automation system for two-wheeler. So if you take a car, so car also is comes under into the same thing. So this is one sample for autopilot system.
Sir?
Sorry, guys. Some network interruption. That's why. I hope visible. My window is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So automobile industry, that is a most important industry for this one. So if you take one car at present, we are taking like any kind of at present I'm taking recent car for Tata. So Tata Curve is there, right? So we can take that car itself for example of here. So the scoop of the car will provide like a lidar unit. For that lidar unit is ultimately lay from the car banner. That means top banner itself. So that lidar will provide like a 182-degree for each direction. So 182-degree for each direction. They communicate with a nearby car, nearby distribution factors, or nearby long range vehicles, a long size vehicle, long length vehicles. Everything is layered with the lidar process. So after that, back radar and front radar, they are providing like a two different radars, and the bottom two side they are utilizing the side capability mirror optimizing sensors. So then the navigation caliber also is comes under into the lidar itself. Then video cam will provide the glass itself. They provide like a video cam. So if you take this one, means like this kind of premium sector cars, means they provide like this much of things, but everything is comes under into the single chip operation. So there itself they are utilizing the intelligent 7th gen processor. So based on that processing unit itself, everything is controlled, and each and every tire also having the sensor based tire. But in previous, they are utilizing the manual tire. So if you want to adjustment, means we can go for some sharp and a wheel alignment, wheel base alignment, everything we are based on that manual manner. But at present, we are utilizing the computerized version manner. So we can place the car into the wheelbase structure, means the base itself provide like a different path and different alignment. Everything is comes under into based on the sensing value. So for the tire position, from the front tire position, the pressure level is 45 psi with 102-degree slight angle, means that is a fixed value of the rear tire value. Sorry, front tire value. But the rear tire value is ultimately 70% low of the front value, and also the PSI value is 10% higher of the PSI value. Then only the structure will some of aerodynamic will provide like a different path. So based on the different path of aerodynamic, air will automatically push the car, so that the transmission compulsion, the transmission efficiency will provide, as well as fuel consumption is possible. So these kind of values are calculated earlier itself based on that sensor. So based on the sensing value itself, the entire car will work. So any one malfunction will occur, the car will automatically start. And also easy message passed with nearby showroom. That means a nearby workshop itself automatically passed, and based on that information itself, they come and retrieve the value, and after that we can continue the travel. So this kind of advancements also comes under into this one. And when comparatively automobile industries at present, road transmission also is improved, because in before that road transmission they are utilizing only for SOS facilities alone, but at present they are utilizing road sensing facilities also. So whether the road sensing, whether the vehicle is comes under into more than the speed limit or less than the speed limit, everything is calculated in that road itself. After that, once the limit will cross, the means automatically they provide like a warning message to the vehicle owner, and also pass the message what are the defects they are occur. So everything is comes under into internet process. So that is also is comes under into automobile industry based things. And the industry automation, the most important one for industry automation, the first thing is machineries automation. So machineries automation means last 2 years before, one of the leading articles, Indian article, take on survey report for missionaries death. So based on that missionaries death itself, past year, that means 2020, before the corona, It's 18.5 percentage of people will cause the missionaries based death. So per year 18.5 percentage of persons death caused by missionaries. So that is a major impact of that. So we can avoid that one, means we can go for the automation process. Without the human, the machine will automatically run. Once the any error will occur, means then only human will correct it. Otherwise everything is comes under into the automation process. So that is also most important and also most safest one, safe one for human beings. So that is also that is the major impact one. And the second one is new functionalities. That means a new adaptation for each and every units. So for cutting edge technologies, recent times, all types of industries comes under into new cutting edge technologies. So each and every time we need to upload the cutting edge technology and modify the systems, means that is not like fair. So the single operating system comes take all the things is and make necessary modifications with that systems, means that is the safest one. So that's why automation systems is most important one for at present of industry based things. And the third important one is maintenance. So in before that, if you want to make some maintenance in that particular unit, means we can stop the unit. Then we have to work with once the work is completed, maintenance work is completed, then only we can go for a quality check. After quality check only we can go for a production. But at present we don't want to stop the production. We can run the production as well as a regular manner, and the maintenance also is work with the separate side by side process with the help of the automation things. So that is also the major impact on. So production will not affect for this automation process. And the fourth important one is optimized robotic actions. So huge transitions or a huge number of production or huge number of transmission. So this kind of things, if you want to human power, means we can take a lot of time to handle with a single unit. But if using instead of human value into our robotics arms, means we can make a large things into the small burned path and take over the path. So everything we can easy to handle with that. So that is also the important one. And fifth important one is the quality. So quality of the material. For example, for the trigger circuit, you can take some trigger circuit. So the trigger circuit means the malfunction is comes under into the triggering part itself, because triggering part will provide the shifting process. That means 20 degree, 15 degree, 30 degree. So we can provide an individual shifting process for each and every separate units. But that the line, that copper line will extended the small bit of copper, or if not etching will proper, means we can't get accurate results. So we can the quality will suffer. So we can avoid that things. This means we can use systemized quality method, means that is also is a very easiest one. So that is the thing. And the second one is a safety measurements. Human safety, the most important. Ultimately the final end of the all kind of technology is a human safety. So that is the ultimate function here, because all the element is comes under, all the work and all the process comes under into automatic function. The human value, human work is ultimately just monitor. That is the ultimate work of here. So the work that the human life is ultimately save one for the industry based. So that is also the most important for this one. And the next one is a smart cities development. I think at present we are all heard about what is it? You sorry, artificial raining method, and artificial snowfall method, and artificial snow creation method, and artificial intent progressive heat energy method. So you heard about this kind of technologies. So this is the against of nature, but it is also comes under into the development of city process. So if you want to create on smart city, so that smart cities comes under into the technological advancements as well as greening advancements, and the nature safe, then human life safe. So all the four cases will give a more equal importance to develop one cities. So this kind of city developments also is comes under into the Internet of Progress itself. So the what is the pollution level of the present city? So how to reduce the pollution level? So if you want to reduce the pollution level, means we need to provide some anti-carbonized particles. So we can provide like a artificial raining path of to reduce the anti-particle cancellation method. So and the emergency waste, and how to manage the waste, and how to provide differentiate the wastage materials, and how to use the waste material into the real-time working product, or these kind of things everything is comes under into the smart city. And the second one is a people tracking. So that is the most important thing. Who comes under inside of that city, and they are what the entire information about that particular person, and why they coming, and what is the need of the particular person. So everything is monitored with the help of this one. So this kind of smart city is also at present developed. One of the major cities developed under development stage in Andhra Pradesh itself. So they are providing, they are developing 100% efficient smart cities on city, but it not completed. Still is an under progress itself. And these are the companies are available at present in India. In India for semiconducting with IoT related technologies. So this is a major thing is we can split the companies like designs, manufacturings, and equipment based technical. We can easily structure the three different particles. So these are the companies, and majorly some medical related companies is also available, but unfortunately we can't give that data for the medical related companies. Before that, before closing this one, I can share with my one of the major one of my experience with the uh, transmission unit related process. In the North European regions, I think you all know about the climatical situation of the North European. So that is a very very cold cities, and major temperature ranges are just 2 degree or 4 degrees. This is the major temperatures. So the temperatures mostly for negative temperature itself. So that kind of place we can make like a long range of distributions, means we can use only for a wire transmission itself. But if you're using a wired transmission, means we can face a lot of issues, because the snow will distract the wire, and the wire is always in the cold storage, means automatically the wire notch will remove, or some damageable processes also is occurred. So if you want to avoid that things, this means we can use only for wireless distribution. But the wireless distribution is very challenging one for transmission path, because that place air value is very huge. That means it is a 2.4 nautical speed of the air speed is 4 nautical speeds, and the range will automatically distracted when, and also the climate changes will progress one. So we can avoid all the things. This means we need to modify the entire structured process. So we can use a small cell for that distribution transmission for zero to zero transmission method. So zero to zero transmission method means we can use the internet. Internet is the major protocol unit. So based on that protocol unit itself, we can use zero zero transmission antennas. So based on that zero zero transmission antenna, we can use the zero line distribution factor. So based on that zero line distribution factor, at present they are getting 95.5% accuracy communication for the entire city. So that much of huge value is progressed with IoT influences with semiconducting devices. So here the semiconducting devices means it is not like progress. That is just for an PCBs. just for working PCB designs. That's it. So we can use the partially PCB boards, will make the transmission unit and reception unit inside the particular process, and evaluated that the entire process is comes under into the single chip, means that is called like a semiconducting technology. So we can make different kind of conducting layers with the semi-furnished with a single optimized power value. So that is called like a semiconducting progress. So these are the few informations for your concerns. If you have any doubts now, you can ask. I'll explain about related to the application matter. Any questions? Learned any application related question is there, means just ask me. I'll explain about the application based things.
Vinit, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session, sir. It was a great session.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are getting good feedback from the participant side.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for. Sir, is audible, sir?
It's not audible.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation from Pencil Bits.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Tomorrow also the session will be continued by 2 to 4 p.m. with same link. Thank you all. The feedback link has been posted in chat box. Utilize that, and we'll be also posting in WhatsApp group. Thank you all.